Hello, my friends. How are you? I hope you're all doing fine. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about the bond of family. As you all know, family is the most important thing in a person's life. We usually are born within families and raised in those families. With a few exceptions, of course, but the most of the times we are born and raised within families. And these families, they should be doing a great job at bringing up children, right? The truth is that nowadays there is a lack of this bond of the family. We don't see as many families really thriving. The most of the times we see families that are broken. And this is a very big problem for our society, for the humankind, because family, it's the nurturer of the person. If the family cannot do a good job at bringing up their children, then what's the point, right? But there is a great reason for the families to exist. So what do we have to do? We have to find a way of bringing the families back together, reinforcing that family bond, because this is where we get to be who we are. We are born and we are raised and we are being created as who we are later in the society by our families, within our families. So if our families lack in creating good structure for us, then something's wrong. And the problem nowadays, I don't know if I confused you by saying those things, but the thing is that the problem nowadays is that usually when there are problems within the families, the people, they turn and they point at each other. They just point the finger and they say, it's your fault, or, it's his fault or her fault. But that doesn't lead anywhere. If there is a problem somewhere, there has to be a percentage of fault on each part. There is no way that there is only one person's fault within a family. Everybody has their own brick to put on the wrong or the right. Let's not forget that. What we have to do, what we can do, is help each other in order to find a solution when our families are malfunctioning, dysfunctioning. We all have to help one another in order to create the best circumstances for a family to thrive and that family to bring up sound people, to bring up good and happy people, healthy in the mind and in the soul as well as in the body. But that needs a lot of work, a lot of inside work, in order to not to point the finger at the other person, but look inside you and say what you're doing wrong. That takes a lot of work, and most of the times people, their ego does not allow them to do that work. When we do that work, then things help us instantly. When we start looking inside us and see what we're doing wrong, then we get into the other person's shoes as well, and we see that maybe he's not that wrong or she's not that wrong. Maybe it was that they were trying to figure things out in their own way, and we thought that they were just plain wrong and we're right. That's never the case, but unless we do our soul searching and see what we do wrong and what we need to change, we won't help them. And this way they won't help themselves and they won't help us either. So it's a vicious circle that keeps going on, and the families get completely broken and destroyed. And that doesn't help us. That doesn't help our society. It doesn't help humankind. The only thing we can do is really look inside us, see what we do wrong. And then this is the only way that will help us come closer to the people around us, to our families. Either it's like, it's irrelevant if it's just blood related or not, whoever is close to us is our family. The only way to make this bond strong again and bring our family close to us is by looking inside us and see what we do wrong, what is our strong parts as well, because we need to see our disadvantages, but we also have to know our advantages or learn our advantages and find the balance between them and try to be the best version of ourselves, and do the same with the people around us, with our family. If we do that, that's the only way to find our way home. Home, to this peaceful place that we call home. I do hope I helped you today with what I said. I would love to hear from you, and until next time, I send you all my love and kisses.